we are here today with one of my favorite humans. It is Todd Underwood. He was our choreographer, as I'm sure you all remember, from The Color Purple at the Arts Center. And then last year, wore two hats as the choreographer and director of Legally Blonde. Todd, welcome, sweetie.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Oh my God, so excited to have you. So let's have a cheers, because after all, it's a Quarantini.
Cheers to everyone. Cheers to you.
Cheers to you, sweetie. What are you drinking? That looks so good.
This is lemonade, white Hennessy, and 3 slices of mandarin orange.
You're healthy. That's got all that vitamin C in it. I love it.
No, it's good.
How have you been?
Good. I mean, you know, lots of things happening in the world, lots of things happening in my life as well.
Tell us about your new baby girl.
So our new baby girl, she's 2 months old. Her name is Avril Alina Underwood. Yeah, she's an amazing little girl. She fits right in with the family. Odessa loves her. She loves to play with her hands and her feet and her hair. And it's been really nice sort of seeing Odessa sort of becoming a big sister in many ways.
And she's 2 now, Odessa?
She's 2, yeah. She just turned 2 weeks ago.
Tell us about what it was like to adopt during quarantine.
It's so funny because I'll give you the whole story. We got our 6-month sort of check-in with our social worker. And so this is our second adoption. So we thought it was going to be, 1 to 2 years. So we just sort of kind of relaxed and all that sort of stuff. Exactly a week later, our social worker calls us and says, "Hey, you guys have been picked."
A week later?
I've
never heard that in my life. Y'all must be on the ultra, we are the coolest parent list, because I've never heard of that.
The initial thing is 6 months to 2 years. And so we assumed with the second adoption it was going to be quite long, but it was 6 months. And so now we have.
Listen, if y'all decide to go for number 3, you better be darn sure.
I know, right? Get everything ready. So picking up Avril usually happens at home or the office or something like that. But because you can't do that, we met in a park. So our social worker brought Avril to us. We met in a random park and took a few photos, completely masked up.
Oh my gosh.
Just sort of the oddest. It doesn't matter what is going on in the world. When a brand new life comes into existence, it just changes everything. So it truly has been amazing.
Puts it all in perspective, doesn't it?
It totally does. It totally does.
So last year, when you were here doing Legally Blonde with us, you really had only had Odessa 11 months to a year, right?
When we got Odessa, I said, okay, I'm going to give myself 12 months. It would take a full year.
So this is why, ladies and gentlemen, this is why this man has turned us down to do some projects, because he's busy with these little darling angels. So we forgive you.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, it was great to be working again and having that creative spirit surround me. But the first morning when I was leaving the housing I was in and going to the studio, I stopped at McDonald's and got a little breakfast, and I was pulling out of the drive-through and I just started crying. Because I looked at the time, and at the exact time is that time when we would have been doing something fun together. And so it just was, I cried all the way to the studio.
Oh, God. It's heartbreaking. Oh, my God.
I was like, oh, my God, what have I done?
Hey, it's not a bad thing when you're a new parent to have a little time away. You're like, oh, my God, I really do worship the ground you walk on. And so maybe it was good, too, because I remember they came to visit and stayed for a little while. Your husband is Cameron, and he works for Mount Sinai. He's chief medical officer, right?
At Mount Sinai, Queens.
And
yeah, so during the initial part of the pandemic, he was right in the thick of it.
Was it just in a marathon of a schedule for him?
Well, yeah, you're just trying to make sure that you have all the things that you need for everyone that is truly giving every bit of their mind, body, soul, and spirit. Yeah, he would just come home exhausted, beat down. And he's like, we are at capacity. We are at capacity, and I don't know what to do now. We're at capacity.
Has it calmed down a little bit though?
Yeah, I mean, they're covering about one COVID patient, and they've been doing that probably for the past 2 months, I would say. Sometimes they have 0, sometimes they have 2, but nothing like, you know, the whole hospital.
Hats off, New York City. Hats off. I'm serious.
Well, Papa Cuomo will shut it down.
Yeah.
Papa Cuomo will shut it down.
That man is amazing.
I am very proud to be in this state.
Yeah, I would.
I'm very proud of this state.
Awesome. Well, so also because of this challenging time, and you and I have talked about this off camera, but it's a unique time because the whole Black Lives Matter came to the forefront. But what a unique time when people are having to pause, having to reflect, having the time to do those things. I mean, can you talk about that a bit?
Yeah. You know, my mother always says, well, said in this respect, that these 2 things, 3 things, 4 things, 5 things needed to happen at this moment. Mm-hmm. And that it is going to be hard. It is going to be a struggle. There will be lots of mistakes made. There will be huge steps forward made. And all of that, we all have to accept. Mm-hmm. That it's not going to, in a moment, switch and everybody is going to become enlightened and understand and realize the struggle. It's hard for people to understand it, to sort of put themselves in it because they've never had to. Mm-hmm. You know, I worry sometimes when I go out with my daughter, Odessa, who is completely white, if someone was going to stop us and say, who are you? Why are you with this little girl? You know, we've gotten many looks when she and I are together from all sorts of people, not just non-people, people of color, but from all types of people, because it is something that raises a red flag in people's minds for some reason. We are truly at a precipice, I think, that we have to figure out how we can help each other understand.
Right.
I mean, some people think that it's just made up, or we are being too sensitive, or we are being selfish in some sort of way. And that is further from the truth. I remember I was doing this musical called Memphis, and we were talking about a situation in the show about deferring to a white person, going inside a door, walking down the street, because you never want to make them feel uncomfortable because you don't know what that person is going to do. No. Just like, you know, the young gentleman in Central Park who asked that young lady to put her dog on the leash. And we should have been a very simple exchange. I'm sorry, you're absolutely right. Let me but look what it turned into.
Exactly.
Like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
She was embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
She got caught.
Yeah. Yeah.
How dare you tell me what to do? Yeah. Now I'm going to take it to here.
Right. Right.
And if there had been no camera, if there had been no video, who knows what would have happened? So
this has given, the camera factor has given us so much more insight to what people are dealing with, because we wouldn't know, and you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. And now we have it on camera going, what's going on? You know, it's just mind-blowing. But the Black people would have believed it. Well, yes. Yes. I should have prefaced that. Of course, yes, you've experienced it. But also you said on the phone to me, which I thought was really interesting, it's given Black people a chance to speak out because they've been afraid of repercussions. So now it's cracked wide open, right? It's cracked wide open, and it's a beautiful thing. And then you are assistant artistic director with Ivoryton Playhouse. Yes. So you all are looking at ways you can make a difference in this movement, but also what are you guys doing? I mean, COVID in general has been so hard on our industry. Are you planning? What are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're doing it all. Speaking of the Black Lives Movement, we are seriously looking at how we function. Those things that we are doing good, continue to amplify those things.
Right.
But the things that we fall short of, figuring out how to do better.
Yes.
You're not going to do perfect,
No.
but you can do better, and you continue to strive to do better. As far as trying to do productions and all of that sort of thing, you know, it's
plan and pray and go.
You know, you have, you know, plan A, plan B, plan C, and however the theater gods allow us to do something, then that's what we're going to do.
You and I talked about it. Like, what do you do if an actor gets sick? What do you do? I mean, you and I are going to be on stage, Todd, taking somebody's.
Well, exactly.
Honestly, if you made a flow chart, there would be so many lines out to everything. It's insane. And you're planning, and we're planning with optimism and hope, of course.
It will make its way back. I know it will. I know it will.
Okay, so you have 3 video questions. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
First up is your collaborator, Evan Pappas. Okay.
Oh, yay!
My friend, you and I, we had the most wondrous time working together on The Color Purple. It was one of the greatest times in my career to be working alongside you. We assembled, an amazing cast and company, amazing creative team, and The Color Purple was one of the greatest artistic successes to come out of the Arts Center. I'm so proud of it. Proud of you, proud of the work. There's so many questions. They asked me to ask you a question. Okay, there's so many questions I want to ask. For example, how did you approach your choreography? What do you look for in an actor? But what I really want to know is, when in Hilton Head and working on The Color Purple, what was the best thing about living with me? I'll give you a minute. Cheers.
That is very Evan. You know, the best thing was our morning talks.
Aww.
We were housed together. So I would get up early in the morning, go for my walk around the shopping area there and come back. And he'd be sitting outside on the lanai and having breakfast. And then I'd come out there and sit with him. And we would just have the most incredible discussions about theater, about life. It was just a wonderful time to sort of two souls just come together and get to know each other.
You guys didn't know each other before this?
We did not know each other at all. That was our first time working with each other.
Sure.
We had one meeting before we came down there. Yeah. I
envisioned, because you were so close, oh my God, they've known each other, they've worked together. There was such a chemistry between the two of you, such an understanding.
Yeah, I mean, we just sort of hit it off, and I really was grooving on what he was doing for the show, and so that really inspired me, and I just think those two things just sort of worked together. It was an amazing time with him. That's
great. I want the two of you to come back together as a team again.
I know, I would love that. I would love that. We'll do that soon, I hope.
Do it. Yes, we've got to line up babysitters, and we'll get you all down here.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, our next question is from one of our favorite donors / audience members. She says she's always plays the role of an audience member very, very well.
Welcome back to Hilton Head and the Arts Center, even if it's just virtually. Full disclosure here, clearly I'm on remote assignment also. My question is, what is it that's special about the island and the Arts Center that gets your creative juices flowing? Cheers.
Hi, Heather. Thank you for the question. You know, I alluded to it with my answer with Evan. I love walking, and I loved walking around in that area near the theater. It just was beautiful, walking in between the pines, walking through behind the Kroger and along the water. It allowed me to sort of like open my mind, see people, see things, let those things sort of percolate. And so just having that sort of environmental outdoor sort of escape time is really what makes the creative juices go.
It does. It centers you for the day, really.
It does. It does. And it gets your body pumping, and you get to see people and they say hello as you pass by, which they don't do that in New York. It was a great way to start every day. Yeah, for sure.
Your next video question is from Brandon Alberto. We love him.
Oh, yay!
Hey friends over at the Arts Center. I had the pleasure of working with Todd last summer in Legally Blonde, where I played a few different featured roles throughout the show, and I also served as the show's dance captain. And with that, my question for you, Todd, is what dancers or choreographers have had an influence on you as an artist?
Oh, hi, Brandon. I miss you, my friend. Probably number one is Alvin Ailey. I was able to see videos when I was a young dancer, and just something about his use of body and his use of movement, and also holding true to his background, to his roots, it connected with me tremendously.
Right.
And being able to see someone of color that successful and doing exactly what he wanted to do, just
wow,
incredible.
Wow.
The other person is Jack Cole. I just love his style. That swing, easy, cool. That is the thing that I aspire to, is that having sort of an iconic language like the two of them had were just amazing. Martha Graham, another incredible modern choreographer who perplexed me as a young kid, because I thought, what is this? This is movement. This isn't dance. But as growing older and learning more about all types of dance is what you make it.
Mm-hmm.
Dance is what you say it is.
Right.
And I love that about her. And to see those bodies do that choreography is just, it's non-apologetic. It is what it is. And that is fierce.
That is fierce. Okay, are you ready for a game?
Ooh.
Okay, because you and I are wearing Legally Blonde hues, right?
Yes.
Legally Blonde game. Are you ready?
Okay.
Let's see how well you do. This is called Finish That Lyric. You get 15 seconds to answer. It's so mean that I've gotten a drink in you and now I'm making you do this, right? We're gonna start easy, Todd.
Okay.
Build up to super difficult. Ready?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, bonus points if you sing it.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
Oh my God, you guys. Looks like L's.
Gonna get the prize.
Keep going.
Oh goodness.
Yep.
That's all I got. Apologize. Oh my, yes, that's it.
Did well. Listen, that counts. I'm fine. I'm good. You got that point.
Wow. I always tell my cast, I don't do lyrics.
It's so mean. I should have made you dance or something.
Oh my gosh.
Here's one. Oh,
okay.
Tougher. This gets tougher.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Let me take a drink.
Take a drink. I pretend like I'm in Ireland with
The Irish and the Wales.
Inya and the Whales.
Oh, Inya and the Wales.
You remember the whales? That's the important part.
Wow.
Get into your L Woods, because this is
Okay.
hard. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Tristan Boutel, we love you. Let's shout out to you, girl. Okay, ready?
Mhm.
Hey, remember when we spent spring break in the
Hot tub.
every
night.
Right, yes, woohoo! You got it. Good job. Time to spare and everything. This is the toughest one of all. Like, there's no way I could have gotten this. Okay, our darling Leah played this. You know what this is.
Oh gosh. Okay, I know. Okay.
I did the Peace Corps overseas, inoculating refugees in family clinics that I built myself from mud and trees.
I don't know if I ever knew those words. And she nailed that all the time. I was like,
She nailed it. Oh my God, she nailed it. Okay. Just for our viewing audience, it was a clean up their lagoons and save their rare endangered loons and led a protest march against insensitive cartoons. I mean, listen, there's no way you could have gotten it.
no.
But anyway, so back to your gorgeous family. Are they
Yeah.
nearby?
Yeah, I think so. Let me go check real quick.
Thank you. I'll have a martini while you're gone.
Please do. All right.
Oh my gosh, I cannot.
That's Odessa. That's my husband, Cameron.
Hi.
And this is Miss Avril.
Hi, Avril. Hi,
Say
Odessa.
hello.
You gotta put your hand over there to say hi. There you go.
Hi, honey girl.
Hey.
Hi. How are you? Hey, I heard you like elephants a whole lot. Is that true?
Odessa, do you like elephants?
Do you like elephants?
Yep, there it is.
That's the elephant sound.
That's the elephant sound.
Perfect elephant sound. And what was the other thing you told me, Todd?
Sharks.
Sharks. Oh my gosh, you like sharks?
A shark.
Yeah, shark.
A shark.
I like them too. Yay! How fun.
Oh, okay. Now she's
Back to Sesame Street.
There you go. Listen, Cookie Monster calls.
Bye.
Bye, Cam. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much, Todd, for being with
You are welcome.
especially knowing what your day-to-day, night-to-night must be like. One last cheers. Look at my sad, empty drink.
Cheers.
Love. Thank you
Love
so
you.
much.